moon is low, the stars don't blink. The night feels heavy like it's trying to think. Every breath a question, why not near? I call your name but it disappears. I wanna see you again. Feel the fire like back then. I wanna see you again. Baby, make this heart unbend. Raindrops hit the pavement slow. Each one a beat to the love we know. Your shadow lingers in the glow. Why'd you leave? Why'd you go? Can't escape it, no I can't. This feeling like a chance. I wanna see you again. Feel the fire like back then. I wanna see you again. Baby, make this heart unbend. The city hums a quiet tune.
Hello, everybody. It's Foodie Time. How are y'all doing this morning? This beautiful Wednesday morning. As usual, Wednesday is wacky and crazy. And well, for us, it's Winning Wednesday. Winning Wednesday here in Foodie Time means we're going to talk about winning. We are a Connect and Grow chat. If you type #grow in our chat, it will show your link. Nightbot working in the background. And if you're here for the replay, you can also look at our live chat and see all the people that typed #grow in the chat. That probably explains why we have more people that watch this after it happens than before it happens, or while it happens. Yeah, I said that. I couldn't believe I said that. But anyway, you guys, it's Wednesday and it's hump day, and you guys are feeling it because the weather changed. The weirdest thing. We've been under snow here in Kentucky, and Angie was telling me the same thing going on across the bridge as you would expect. We're not that far apart. She's under snow, and the snow has not totally melted yet. And yesterday was almost 60 degrees here, so I don't know what's going to happen. But I do know that lots of water usually means trouble in Kentucky because there's a lot of lowland. So, there's a lot of flooding and that kind of stuff. So it's probably a good thing that it's taken its own time. So anyway, I was on GLT, and GLT is still on, by the way. Go Live Together, which comes on before us. They were talking about upside down pineapples when I left. So I decided, wow, what a great time to exit. Upside down pineapples. If you don't know what an upside down pineapple is for, I'm not going to explain it right now. You'll just have to look it up on the internet. Just saying. Anyway, there's a lot of people in here. Despite the fact that Go Live is still going, there are a few people that have already come in here, and that's awesome, y'all. So let's say hello to everybody. First person in the chat this morning is my friend Dark Thief. Dark Thief, welcome in. Welcome back, my friend. How are you doing? Hello there, morning sunshine, Vicky. Anyway, at Foodie's Vacations, how are you doing, Dark Thief? Also coming in is Josiane with Travel with Josiane. She comes on at 12 p.m. today. She's coming on live. Travel with Josiane. Be sure to connect with her. She's part of the Foodie Squad. Hi, Josiane. How are you doing? And then the next person in here is my buddy from across the bridge, the person I was just talking about, Angie of Whatever Floats Your Boat. Floaty Boaty is the nickname that we have for her. And she's part of the Foodie Squad, and she is also going to be one of the people we're talking about during Winning Wednesday today, because Angie is winning, and we're going to help her to win even more. Yes, indeedy. The next person in the chat is Mr. Warmstrong Adventures. Hi, Bill. Bill's in here early. Oh, my goodness. Bill, how you doing? I just saw your short where you were talking about the two Williams. His son is also named William, which causes confusion sometimes when they are booking a cabin together, which I can imagine. There's a lot of that. My son's my son and my grandson are Joshua and Joshua Soto. So, and even though there's a junior after this, the little Joshua, for some reason I had a hard time with MSC getting that all straightened out, but we did. So there you go. And I think that it's even harder when you have an older son with you than if you have a younger son. When it's a child, it's probably not as confusing, but when it's an older person, yeah, that is, yeah, it doesn't take much to mess up that kind of stuff. Now that everything's done online, it can be really confusing, you know. I don't know, it was probably more confusing before it was done online, but you know, anything can mess you up when you're trying to check in, register, embark on a show. It's always something, right? Always something. But anyway, Mickey, I can't, okay, I'm going to stop messing with that. You guys, I ain't got used to my Mac mouse yet, my magic mouse. Yeah, it does its own thing. That's the magic of that magic mouse. I think it's because it doesn't fit in my hand. I don't have very big hands. So I'm holding on to this thing and it's kind of long and you got to get to the top of it to click. And my hand just doesn't seem to want to go there. So what a disaster. Mickey's Adventures, part of the Foodie Squad. Good morning, my friend. She's coming in from the Upper East Coast. So I know it's still cold up there. You and Josie Ann, y'all are still probably under snow. Did you guys get warm weather yesterday? I mean, it seemed like everybody in the South got warm weather. Some people actually got hot weather yesterday. So we didn't get hot weather, but it was really nice to feel a little bit of warmth come in. Mickey's is part of the Foodie Squad. Welcome in, my friend. Also in here is my buddy Cheryl. Cheryl of At Cruising is Fun Anytime. Good morning. I'm here. I'm glad you're here because I heard you say add that cruise to the group list. Some of y'all may know this, some of you may not. I can show you the banner and that would probably make it a little bit clearer, but we have a list of cruises that are going out, group cruises going out in 2027. Some of them are group cruises, some of them are ungroup cruises, meaning that you can book them through anybody. You don't have to book them through the person that is hosting the cruise. So as you can see, there are a few 2027 group cruises. Now, the thing about that is, she was talking this morning about a cruise that they're taking out of Galveston, December 4th of 2027, and I've already added it. It's in there. But I was asking her, should I add that to the list? Because Norwegian Escape is one of the ships that I've been wanting to get on. I haven't actually been on an in-sail ship since 2015. Okay, it's been a minute. So I'm thinking that, maybe I'll be able to go on that one. We'll see what happens. 2027 is still just a minute away, but that is definitely something I'm putting on my maybe it can happen list. We'll see how it goes. So anyway, thank you for that information, Cheryl. It's already been added, as you can tell, by the time it gets to the end of the list, because they're in chronological order. You guys also have something on there for the MSC Fantastica and Europe. So that's kind of cool. And, honestly, I wanted to go to Europe next year. I don't know, for our 30th anniversary. I don't know if that's going to happen. In fact, we're more likely to go to Alaska next year than to Europe. We'll see what happens. But I'm definitely putting that on a list of possibilities for December of next year. So there you go. Bill saying hello to everybody. Mickey's giving me some purple hearts. Happy Wednesday, she said, and thank you. And she says, be sure to give us a thumbs up and match the number of participants in the chat to show support. Thank you for that reminder, Mickey's. It is really hard sometimes to remember to hit that little, especially if you're looking on your phone. It's really small and it's at the very top of the screen, very small. I mean, it seems like they could have made it a little more obvious. I'm just saying. Help us out. YT. Help us out. So we're going to talk about Winning Wednesday. You know, we talk about this every Wednesday. We talk about things that maybe tips for each other and things that we can do to help our YouTube channel or help other goals in our lives. I mean, we got a lot of different channels on this particular chat. There are some people that are just YouTube content creators. There are some people that are losing weight. I lost weight, y'all. I've lost 21 pounds. Can you see it in my face? I know y'all don't see much of me. Mostly you see background, but I did lose 21 pounds. So I'm pretty excited about that. I haven't updated my channel about the losing yet. Perfect timing right there. I'm just saying. You know, if I could get the sparkles and stuff to happen, that would be cool too. But yeah, I'm not pushing it today. I'm lucky for the thumbs up. But yeah, we are winning because we have goals that we are setting and then we're reaching those goals. And some of the goals are small goals. You know, everybody started out with a New Year's goal, probably. I know some of y'all are like, I ain't doing it. Look, but I had a goal of trying to get out a vlog every week on Monday. I did last Monday, but I'm going to tell y'all, for me, it is something I have to keep reminding myself. You know, yesterday I was downloading files and I was thinking to myself, okay, remember, you downloaded the files, you need to put them in your editor and get started. Yeah, that's how far behind I am. And it is already Wednesday, so I've got less than a week now to get that out. We'll see how it goes. And next in the chat is my buddy, Amy. Hey, Amy. Good morning. It's foodie time. Hi, Amy. How are you doing? Amy is winning. Speaking of Winning Wednesday, this girl right here, if you go to her channel, she talks about free cruises because Amy is all about the free cruises. And that's why she cruises so much, I suspect. I don't know, unless you're rich, Amy. I have no idea. But you do take a lot of cruises. So I'm assuming some of those are from free cruises. But yeah, she is definitely winning, okay? And so is my buddy Bill here because Bill also takes a lot of cruises. And I don't know if you're rich, Bill, but I have always assumed that part of the reason why you cruise so much is because you can, because you have points. He recently became a Prime member on Royal. That's as bougie as it gets in this situation. In this chat, that's as bougie as it gets, y'all. I was laughing. I said, none of the rest of us have reached Prime yet. But I'm not even really trying, y'all. I do go on a Utopia cruise in a few months here. And I was thinking about that. I said, you know, should I try and get another free cruise? I'm so irritated with Royal right now because of some stuff that went down between us on this last situation. But, you know, I'm willing to give them another chance. And this time Amy was asking me, did you call them and tell them that your office disappeared and this and that? And I said, no, I haven't called them yet. You know, I have not called them because I have not been that stressed now about getting another cruise. I used the money that I won from the last cruise to get my free cruise because I saved the money that I won, you know, which was the casino's money, it wasn't mine, that they gave me. So I kept that money and I was like, if this falls out, if the bottom falls out of this free cruise situation, I know I have this money to, you know, purchase whatever cruise I want to get. And so that's what happened because the bottom fell out. Part of it was my fault. Part of it was definitely their fault. And I'm not going to say any real negative things about Royal because in a situation like casinos, winning free cruises and stuff like that, I mean, you know, we're lucky that they have that program, honestly, and to be able to get it at 400 points, yeah, it does seem a little fishy. It really does. Now, if they mess up your Prime situation, Bill, that's a whole nother story. If they messed up my Prime, I would be on the phone talking to people saying, what the heck? You promised me this two-person free cruise. You better deliver. I would be all over it because Prime is 2,500 points. That's a lot of points. Any way you look at it, okay? So 400 points, I was just not going to push it yet. Now, if I get another 400 points on the Utopia of the Seas, and I did see my slot machine, by the way, Bill. If I do get that on Utopia of the Seas and they do it again, well, then I might have to say something, because first time probably was a mistake made by somebody on the situation that was talking to me. Now, if it happens again, I'm suspecting that there's some other things going on in this situation, because I am a travel agent, and I don't know how Royal feels about travel agents and paying them any kind of money. I didn't ask for any money. But as soon as they found out I was a travel agent, they really did start acting a little wonky, okay? So I don't know what's going on with that. I didn't ask for money. I was asking for a cruise. And it was a cruise they had posted that was supposed to be on the list and stayed on the list for a long time after they told me it was closed. They had taken other cruises off the list that were closed, but that was still on the list. So I'm still thinking about that. Yeah, you can tell. It was the Liberty of the Seas, Bill, and I was not happy, not at all that they did that, or told me that after a long conversation. And I mean, I was on the phone for a while about the situation with them when I was trying to book it. And the guy disappeared, I have to talk to my manager kind of situation. He was ready to book it. He was telling me all this good stuff. He was booking my particular cabin. And then all of a sudden he had to leave. And the next thing I know, he was telling me, well, I found out that is closed. How could it be closed if you were already booking it for me? I'm not stupid. I'm a travel agent. I'm not stupid, okay? Anyway, Anfield Road layout in the loft. How you doing, sweetie? Hi, host and chat. Got stream on and running trains and work on the layout. You're busy. I know it. I know it. So, everybody's speaking to each other. There's Joe. Oh my gosh. Joe coming in from the bottom side, the down under side of the world. How you doing, my buddy? Joe says, good day, Vicky. 2:04 a.m. Thursday morning. Dude. Partay here in the southern states on the east coast of Australia. Dude, you know something? I've been meaning to tell you this, Joe, but I met a bunch of people from Australia when I was in Hawaii. It seems that you people in Australia like to fly over to Hawaii. I get it. It's much easier than going all the way to California. Okay. You want to go to the United States, stop in Hawaii first from Australia. Don't try to go all the way over. Okay. So yeah, I met a lot of people and it was really cool listening to y'all's accents and stuff like that. I had a really good time talking to them and getting some tips on coming to Australia if it should ever happen. We'll see. We'll see what happens, dear. I would love to do that. I would love to go to Australia. Majestic Lion Eyes. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? My singing friend. Hello, Foodie and everyone. Peace and love from Sweden. Have you guys started getting any warm weather? Have we been sending over some warm vibes? Because we're beginning to warm up here. I looked at our particular weather situation, y'all, and it looks like we're going to have the 50s and 40s for this whole week. So I'm expecting some of this snow to just plain disappear and the green grass to come back. I'm all about that, y'all. I'm all about the spring coming in, y'all. Nothing personal, but that groundhog, the groundhog said 6 more weeks of winter. I'm sorry, Mr. Groundhog, but I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it. Scott Smith says, good morning, Vicky, driving and listening. Hi, Scott. Always lurking. I love it. I love it. Thank you for coming in. Everybody's speaking to each other. Dark Thing says, yes, I know exactly what the upside down pineapple represents. I don't blame you for your prompt exit. It wasn't that I was exiting because of the pineapple. It was because I had to go on and start the show. But I thought, well, at least it won't look like since I was leaving at that time. I wasn't like I was abandoning ship. It was just like, okay, this sounds like a good time to exit right about here. I know nothing about the upside down pineapple situation, and people were in there talking about different places that you could go where there were people who participated, and I thought, I kind of want to know just so I know, if you know, you know. I kind of want to know, but I don't really want to know. There you go. Thank you for the pink hands, my friend, and the pink glasses. I take it you like pink. Sweden thing? I don't know, but that's kind of cool. Hope you all having a great Wednesday. I really do think I'm having a great Wednesday. We are winning. And speaking of winning, let's talk about Floaty Boaty, my friend. Whatever floats your boat, Angie is in here, and she is at 500. Well, 500, 200, almost at 200. See, I wished it upon you, Angie. I said it's going to happen. She is at 179. So if you have, you probably already subscribed to Angie because Angie's awesome. Why would you not be subscribed to Angie? But if you have an extra channel, be sure and subscribe to her with the extra channels. We're going to try and get her over 200. That is our goal for today. Okay. So I'm looking at everybody talking about stuff. Mickey's saying 38 degrees. Well, considering how cold it was, that is a win. Any way you look at it. I think that the fact that the weather is getting warmer. Oh, yeah, it is probably 38 here, too. I haven't even checked, y'all. And my dog didn't want to go outside this morning, so it should have been a sign. Yeah, he's like, been out there already. My husband let him out before he went to work, and I guess he remembered that this is not as warm as yesterday was. So there you go. Winston, part of the foodie squad. Oh, that reminds me, Winston, I should be going on and getting all the rest of the members in. I can get 5 more people in today. So let's do that. Good morning, Winston. I hope you're having a good day in the northern area. Uh-oh. I keep forgetting to turn that down. Okay, let's do this. Let's send out 5 more gifts. I think I can do this. Yeah, there we go. 5 gift memberships to go. Let's do it. Okay, it's taking its own sweet time, but yeah, it started. There we go. Ooh-wee. Will G. Frankly Michelle. Wow. There are people, I always joke, there are people that are ghosts in this channel. They watch, they don't say anything, and that's okay. But I love that whenever I give out memberships, the people that I didn't know watch the show tend to get them. It's kind of cool. So frankly, Michelle, Rion Mesta, 8506, Super Vixen. Wow, 6 for Super Vixen. And Homebody Trish, I do know. Homebody Trish, hey girl. So there you go. Will G, though, you were the first person in there to get it. I love it. That's pretty cool. Okay, I love giving out memberships because, like I said, it gives you an opportunity to show some of the stuff off in your members section. It also gives you an opportunity to find out who is watching your show that you didn't even know was watching your show. I love it. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Got the purple deuces. That's why I call them the purple deuces. More to see. I miss more to see. It figures. It just figures. I don't know how I missed you, more to see, but welcome in. Oh, there you are. There you are. Good morning. Welcome in. Thank you, Josiane, for pointing that out. See, everybody speaking to each other really helps out. Okay, especially for me. I notice Chat does that too. Kind of look at who are they saying hello to, because you're going through this chat and sometimes you miss people, which is unfortunate, but it happens because it's kind of hard to multitask sometimes. Some days more than others, but anyway, welcome in. I love Gerald. Gerald has been coming here quite often, and I think every day. Gerald, you're just freaking awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Crooked Peach, part of the Foodie Squad. Crooked Peach, good morning, sunshine. How are you doing? I saw you dancing on. Look, whenever she does a video where she's dancing, I'm dancing too. So if you're watching it and you're seeing Crooked Peach dancing, she said she was acting silly, but no, girl, you was getting it. I was. I was dancing with you. I love a good dance video, y'all. So, if you're dancing, I'm dancing. I love it. It don't take much to get me started. So thank you, sweetie, for that. I appreciate it. That's always a really happy moment when I see you dancing. Crooked Peach or cooking. Girl, although I can't eat bacon, but all the rest of the stuff you made, I'm all for it. Okay, I'm all for it. So there you go. Smash that thumbs up, everybody. Thank you, sweetie, for reminding them. I appreciate that. And look who else is in here. Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Charlie from up in the northern parts. Good morning, Vicky. Chat, how are you doing? Welcome in. Look what happened. Whatever floats your boat says member for 6 months. We hit the 6 months point. I should have known that, right? I mean, if I'm able to give some memberships, then that means that we have finally hit the 6 month spot, y'all. So, I got to see, what does that look like, girl? What does that look like? Like, I'm being nosy now. What does it look like? What is the emoji that comes up, or the icon, I should say now? Yes, there it is. New icon, you guys. And you know what that icon is? That's 2 Sex on the Beach drinks, y'all. It is. I was thinking about changing it to something else, and then I thought, no, because at that period of time when I made those 6 months ago, we were talking about that drink on Scotty's channel. He was showing us how to make the drink Sex on the Beach. So I was like, okay, let me add that as one of the foodie items that I wanted to put on an icon. And there it is, 6 months later. Congratulations. That's exciting. So we got to play something, y'all. That calls for a little bit of dance right there. It really does. So, well, let me see. What have I got in here? I got a new one, y'all. I got a new one. I need to show it off. I do. What did I do with it? Hello. I said I got to show it off, and then I'm sitting there thinking, where did it go? That's interesting. It was supposed to be in here. Well, we'll try All Faithful here, right?
Neon lights, they paint the air. Shadows move like they don't care. The bass is low, it grabs my chest. This night won't let us rest. Hands up, hands high.
So, I think, honest to goodness, that the one that I was trying to pull up, I never actually added to my StreamYard, which is why it's not pulling up, which is unfortunate because it is so cute. And so now I need to find it so that I'll be able to play it for you guys one of these days. I couldn't add it to StreamYard. StreamYard is very picky about stuff. Some things it just says, okay, no. That's too big, or that's too small, or if it does play it, it looks all wonky. So, anyway. But there you go. We did get a little bit of a dance right there. So congratulations to all of us. 6 months. I'm excited. Thank you for posting that, Angie. Crooked Peach says, hope everyone has been staying warm. Yes, like I said, yesterday was the beginning of a warm streak for us. We're pretty excited about it. Because when we get warm, we're able to do stuff. Like, for instance, Angie has got a hen. I don't know if it's laid its eggs yet, or hatched its eggs yet, but she was hoping it wasn't going to happen during the cold. And honestly, Angie, I forgot to ask you this. What happened to the hen? Did the babies or chicks come out okay? Crossing my fingers that she held off for the warm weather. Willie coming in from the desert. Willie's Desert Hangout. Foodie. Part of the Foodie Squad. First member of the Foodie Squad. Did you see your Sex on the Beach drinks, man? Hey. He's on the other side. He's one of our Arizona members. Yeah, we've got 3 Arizona members in the Foodie Squad. 3, not 1, not 2, 3, which is so cool because they are hours ahead of us. I come on at 10 o'clock and they come in. It's, I think it's like 7:30 there, or, something like that. So I'm excited. Thank you for coming in, my friend. Can't wait to hear your songs. Yesterday, I tuned into Willie. He was jamming. He had all kinds of songs that I recognized. That means they were older songs, by the way. I recognized that he was playing on his channel yesterday. So I put it on my TV and kind of listened to it as I was doing stuff. Yesterday was a busy day. Hey, you guys, how are you winning today? How are you winning today? Has anybody reached a new goal? Do you have a new goal that you are working toward? My new goal, like I said, it has to do with vlogging. And I've been working on my analytics, which has really helped you guys. It has really helped me to figure out what my audience likes, what they want. The more that I understand my audience, it seems the better or bigger that my channel is growing. I'm actually very close now. I'm getting closer to 4,000. And that is kind of amazing to me because if you had told me that was going to happen this quick, well, not quick, it's been 6 years, y'all. So on here 6 years. So I wouldn't call it quick. Okay. I wouldn't say that, but it seems like 6 months. Well, pretty much 6 months that my channel started taking off, and it only took 6 years. I mean, it seems like, and I always joke with people when I say the more you learn about YouTube, the faster you grow, because you start to tweak some things, you start to understand your audience and your community. Now, true, y'all, I'm also almost at 500 videos, okay? I was looking at the videos and I was thinking, wow, because I'm on here almost every day. So I was thinking about that too. I was like, okay, so you're on here a lot. YouTube did sort of, I would say, reward me recently for all of that I'm doing. Since I've added the vlogs, that extra vlog, oddly enough, seems to really be helping. The 5 lives were not as important as that extra long video that now I'm adding on each week. So, as soon as we get to 500, I'll let you guys know because I'm celebrating. I mean, we may not have a real celebration, but I'll be celebrating because that, in my mind, will be winning. If I can get to 500 videos, let's say by the end of winter. I'll give myself a little bit of time here. I'll set a goal of getting to 500 videos by, let's say, maybe May, before I go on my Utopia cruise. We'll see how that goes. Winston says, back in a moment, need more coffee. I feel you on that one, Winston, because that happens to me daily. I think to myself, okay, did I drink my coffee? Does anybody else go through this? When you get to a certain age, I was joking with Ryan about this. Today is Ryan's birthday, by the way. Today is the 11th of February. Happy birthday, Ryan. I know he ain't listening because I heard him say he had to go on an excursion. So anyway, happy birthday, Ryan, if you watch the replay. But yeah, I heard Ryan, talking. Well, I talked to Ryan about memory lapses and stuff like that. As you get older, you can't remember stuff. It's like a little vacation sometimes. If it's something bad, you want to forget it anyway. But if it's something good, it may not. Used to be when I would say to my husband, I forgot something, and he would say, oh, it must have not been that important. He doesn't say that anymore. He does not say it must not have been important because he knows it could be anything that I forgot. But those memory lapses, I got to tell you. But yeah, if you get a chance, take a memory test just for the heck of it. Just to see how you're doing, because I think there are things that you can do to help your memory. I really do. Now, we are like computers, which means that we're holding a lot of memory. And just like a computer, the more memory you put in, the more likely you are to have data problems. That last, especially that last few things you put in. So now I've gotten to a point where I said, instead of trying to memorize everything, I'm winning, y'all, because I'm starting to remember to write it down. So I don't have to remember it. That, why keep stuffing stuff in your brain when you know that the more you stuff in there cognitively, your subroutines, as they call them in psychology, will probably get jacked up. We all have these little subroutines every day. Okay, this is your quick psychology lesson right here. We have subroutines every day. When we get in the car, we put in the key, we put our hands on the wheels, we back up. That's a whole subroutine that we have memory-wise that you can do without thinking about it. If there is something that you can do that's a little complicated, that's not real complicated, and you can do it without thinking about it, your brain has saved that as a cognitive subroutine. When you get older, sometimes those subroutines just disappear. It's like, okay, I'm in the car. Or you're driving somewhere and you're usually following a subroutine, but in your brain, all of a sudden you're like, okay, where am I at? Am I supposed to be turning here? I mean, those are the things that should alert you that maybe you may have some memory issues, at which point I would suggest some other things, green tea, a lot of other stuff that supposedly helps. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think that no matter what you do as you get older, like I said, just like a computer, things get dumped when you least expect it. So don't worry, y'all. I won't forget about y'all. Every morning I get up and I think, although I did forget about one thing. I did see it on my list. I did forget about something that I was supposed to do this morning. But every morning I get up and I think subroutine. What are the things that I got to do in the morning? Empty the dishwasher, do this, do that. This morning, my husband emptied the dishwasher. It really messed with my head. I went over there to empty the dishwasher and it was empty. It's like, And then all of a sudden, a big smile on my face because I realized my husband did it. I was like, I don't remember doing this. And that freaked me out for a minute, y'all. Good morning, Kathy. Kathy and Bryant of Travel Cake Trips coming in. Good morning, everyone listening and driving. Kathy, do you have that happen to you sometimes? I mean, I don't think that starts happening to you until you get over 65. I really do. I think at some point you're starting to say, did I do that? And that's what I was teasing Ryan about. I said, you were complaining about he was complaining about sitting in the motor vehicle place. And I was laughing. I said, one day you won't remember this. You'll be thinking, did I go to the DMV? That's what you'll be thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about when I say a little vacation from your worries because you can't remember. And I'm always really, really excited when I see an older person that can remember everything. That's cool. I think that's cool. Amy says, wait, what? I heard my name, but I'm putting up my groceries. Uh-oh, you're going to have to watch the replay. Yeah. So Willie's saying, I don't want to know. He don't want to know about the upside down pineapples. Morning all. Hey, it's a thing. It is such a thing. And it is a weird thing to happen. I mean, maybe it's not a weird thing to happen, but it is a weird thing to happen. I mean, yeah. People are freaks. I'm just saying. Well, gee. Hey, Will. Guess what? You are now a member of the Foodie Squad. Congratulations. And since you are a new member, oh yeah, she said warmer is good. Definitely. I agree. Since you are a new member, we are celebrating again. This time we're going to do the short one, but we're going to do one that I love because it brings back a great memory for me. That's me and Johnny Rockets on a Royal Caribbean Oasis class ship. I love me some Johnny Rockets, y'all. And it don't even make sense because it's just a hamburger, but it is the best hamburger on Royal, as far as I'm concerned. And if you haven't tried Johnny Rockets, even though it costs $9.99 or maybe even more now, it's been a minute since I've been on the Oasis class, but it costs you to do that. But you pay like a cover charge when you get on, and then you can have anything except drinks, including a milkshake. But if you have the drink package, you can get a milkshake. So I have a diamond voucher. So I always get a milkshake when I go. So I get a milkshake. I get the onion rings, which are sourdough onion rings. I also get the fries, although I hardly ever eat the fries because I'm eating the hamburger, the onion rings, possibly a slice of homemade apple pie, and a milkshake. That's a lot for me. Okay, you guys, I'm only 5'2". That's a lot for me. But I enjoy every moment of it. Okay, that is one of my favorite moments on Royal. If you haven't done that, you need to do that. Okay, you need to. I notice you like hamburgers, Bill. I'm going to suggest that next time you get on a Royal ship, go to Johnny Rockets and have the hamburger and the sourdough onion rings and the milkshake. Yeah. Anyway, he's going to be a diamond soon. I'm pretty sure of it because Bill's been on Royal a lot lately. So he's going to be a diamond soon. Awesome. I know, right? And then Willie bringing on all of those emojis that we made for the Foodie Squad. Thanks, Will. You're welcome, Will. Amy said, did Vicky say, unless you're rich, ha, ha, ha. Nope, just thrifty. I've got a good amount of PTO and some great deals. I know. Even if you don't get a free cruise on a casino deal, you can get a highly discounted cruises that way. I mean, if you only have to pay for one person, that will cut down your cost a lot. I mean, you're still going to be paying taxes and fees, but taxes and fees are really not that big a deal. Not really. But she does get hers highly discounted because of her casino deals. And I don't know if you're aiming for Prime, Amy, but let me know. I'm curious. Congrats, gift winners. I know. Congratulations. They're getting an email saying they got a gift membership from us. And here's the funny thing. Like I said, I always joke that there are ghosts in the chat or ghosts who actually participate in. Maybe I don't see them. I don't know. But yeah, that's proof because like 4 of the people that came up, or at least 3 of them. Now, 3 of them, I don't know who they are. So I'm here every day. So there you go. Sue, the Bud Files. Hey, how you doing, Sue? Good morning. And y'all are probably wondering where we are. This is an old one. This is one of our old backgrounds. This is the Maldives, I believe. It is beautiful. But whenever I look at this picture, I always think of sharks. I'm always looking. What's wrong with me? I'm always looking for sharks when I see this picture. Will says 5 days till the Foodie to Carnival Dream. Carnival Dream. Yes, you're going to have a great time. I've not been on the Dream, but everybody tells me it is a dream. So that's great. I'm happy for you. So excited. Hopefully you'll still remember us when you come back after that big dream. Willie says, member for 6 months. Willie, first member of the Foodie Squad. I love it. Yeah, we're going to do it one more time, y'all. And this time we're going to do the one that I don't do very often because it takes a minute, y'all. But I do love it. I do love it. So there you go. I said that, and I don't see it. Okay, well, I guess we'll be doing something a little different. Yeah. Thank you for the love, my friend. Hey, it's Carol. Carol from Solo Cruising and More. Hi, Carol. Hi, everyone in chat. It's great to catch you all this morning, working and lurking. You go, girl. She's in here lurking. I love lurkers. People who go out of their way to say hello to you, even though they're in the midst of their day. And some days are really crazy. So thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. When you work and lurk, I'm excited about it. Amy says, I've got 4 cruises coming up. 1 is free. 1's deeply discounted and 2 full price. You go, girl. 1 is a group cruise, and I might turn the second into a group with me leading it. You go. Look, she's gonna possibly be on our group cruise list, which is going across at the bottom. Let me change the banner to 2026 so y'all can see what's coming up this year, because we got a lot of stuff. Right now, Ryan is on the first one, so that one's going to have to come up. But next one coming is Scotty J Travels of Carnival Magic, March 15th. That one's coming up pretty fast, too. Man, you guys, time is a flying. It really is. But yeah, I would love to hear about that when you decide if you're going to lead it or not. That would be good to know. Okay, More to See says, wow, Amy, good for you. I know. Yum, SOTB. Let's see. Yeah, that's Willie doing his dance. He dances when the songs turn on music. He loves music. So whenever we get to a dancing song, that's him dancing. Good, Amy, enjoy. Amy, you are knocking it out of the park. I'm really excited for you guys. I love to watch Amy's videos about how she gets these discounted cruises and stuff from her casino wins and her free cruises. And she did a Virgin Voyage casino match. That is deep right there. Good for you. Moore says, Gerald says, I'm afraid I'm missing some because of work and listening. So please, I know I'm sending a big hello to everyone. Girl, it is okay. Like I said, you are working. I'm just excited that you are here. Lori says, better late than never. Hey, Lori, part of the Foodie Squad. Hello, Vicky and Foodies. She's bringing in her purple hearts and a cup of coffee. Thank you for the cup of coffee. Really need that along with the purple hearts. Look, all I've got today is agua, and it's see-through. Yes, agua today, y'all. No coffee. No coffee. Good morning. So, the only thing about not having coffee, I think caffeine kind of helps you to remember stuff and keeps you a little organized. I mean, a little spiked, but still, it helps you. I don't know about y'all. If I'm not drinking my coffee, I tend to get a little befuddled sometimes. So it's a thing. Lori! It's okay, More to See. Oh, yeah, it is okay. It is more than okay. So glad you're here, sweetie. No babies yet that I know of. Well, that is good because we were afraid that they were going to freeze. They weren't going to make it. So that is good that they have held off until the warmer weather. She got a broody hen who's getting ready to hatch some chicks. She couldn't be hatching babies in this weather. I know. She shouldn't be. I mean, she shouldn't be hatching chicks right now. It is too cold. Poor little chicks. I'm winning by actually completing my morning chores. Amy, girl, morning chores. I used to plan all this stuff out before the show. But then the funny thing I notice is I'm watching people before the show, like Go Live Together and Chad and Jen and a few other people that come on before me. So I really don't get that much done, but I try. I always have in my mind. So winning, you are winning, Amy. I mean, you are really winning. If you're getting stuff done during the morning, you are winning. Yesterday, y'all know I left here pretty fast because I had to meet somebody about a group cruise. And as I suspected, they were a little bit late. It never fails. Whenever I rush to something, it doesn't that always happen. You rush to something and the other person is not there. But it ended up well, ended up good. we get to talk about, I love to talk to people about their group cruises. I always realize that people do things differently than I do because I'm not a group cruise organizer. I can do the travel agent part really well. The rest of it, swag bags and stuff like that, I know nothing, and I mean nothing about that stuff. So, when she was talking about what she was going to do, I was sitting there in my brain. I had like a little off to the side fantasy of what it would be like if I was doing this, and I was thinking, man, that'd be a lot of work. So much for that fantasy. It just went. By the time she finished talking, I was thinking, I really don't want to do that. I'm sorry, y'all can keep the group cruising. I like making group cruises. I do not like doing group cruises. And I heard Scotty talking about this one day, and I'm like, I feel you, dude. It takes a special talent to plan events, in my opinion. Well, let me put it this another way. It takes a special talented mind to plan events because whenever you got other people involved, especially adults who like to travel, it can get tricky. Everybody wants something different. I don't think I can handle that. Yeah. I would love to be able to handle that. Would be so cool if I could do my own groups like a lot of the other people in this community. Anyway, I will always help you with a group if you want me to help you with a group to book it and whatnot. But as far as actually doing all the activities and figuring out what to give away, and no, I am not the one, y'all. Yeah. Winston says, my longest video to date is almost finished. Wow. Just adding in the musical selections today. That's the fun part. I love adding the music, y'all. I sit and I play with music all day. It's probably why I don't get much else done. I'm too busy trying to make music. And that's okay. Although my husband probably thinks, why is she doing all this music? She's supposed to be working on a video. I know that's what he's thinking. I'm making the music and I'm in there dancing, especially to the Caribbean music. I'm making music. Okay, yeah, that's a keeper right there, right? And he's probably thinking, I thought she was making a video. Oh, well. Twisted Nerves, 1 hour and 16 minutes. Wow. He's winning. Winston. 1 hour and 16 minutes. Dude, I think you won. I think that's a lot of video right there. Dude, I'm impressed. Okay, you're winning. You're definitely winning. Willie says, when I hear the word coffee, I need more coffee. Yesterday, you were playing something. You were playing the Doobie Brothers. Okay, yeah. Yeah. It was hilarious because, I started to say to you, oh, we need more doobies. And then I thought about it for a minute and I go, no, probably not. Because it would have triggered him. It would have been like, yeah, we do need some more doobies. But he wasn't talking about the same doobies I was talking about. That's exactly what I thought yesterday when you was playing the Doobie Brothers anyway. Cruising is fun anytime. It says, Mama stays on a vacation, Vicky. Just letting you know. Sure, I already knew that. You stay on vacation, girl. And that's awesome. You guys are winning too. I love it. I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, they got a lot of stuff going on next year. Really do. But I'm so happy for you because, I would give anything to be able to cruise at least once every 2 months. That ain't going to happen. Although I have just came off a cruise and I'm going on another cruise, but it's not until Derby. Yeah, Derby. So there you go. Jorge won't go. He's pretty much burnt out on cruises. I don't see him going on anything unless I can pull out an Alaska cruise next year. He might do that. But this year, I don't see any more cruising in his future. Yeah. I think he's done. My mind, Cheryl says, you see, I can't even speak to my phone and it messes up. Yeah, you're in trouble when you're trying to talk to your phone, and even your phone is like, okay, spit it out, girl. What you trying to say? What you trying to say? Oh my gosh. Cheryl saying hello to everybody. Willie said notes will clear your mind of worry. The more you write down, the less you will be freaked out. Now, here's the thing. Write it somewhere where you won't forget where it is. Don't be like one of my friends who put sticky notes all over the place. If Tony is listening, yeah, I'm talking about you, girl. She opens up her planner and there's sticky notes. I'm like, I have so many people that use sticky notes. I have not one sticky note, y'all. Maybe I need more sticky notes, but where would I stick them? I just don't even know. But yeah, some people can really, really remember where they wrote stuff down. I have now a big planner, a notebook, and a phone. And my son said to me the other day, you really only need the phone. Mom, if you would just keep stuff in your phone. Yeah, if I would just keep things and remember that I kept things in my phone because, invariably, does anybody else do this? I write notes on my phone and then forget where I wrote the note, even though the phone is right there, y'all. I got iPhone with notes. It says notes right on it. And I got like 200 notes. I need to start deleting notes. My iPhone is full of notes right now. Well, he says, don't do it, Doobie. You will forget. Yeah. I imagine I would. I'm glad Danny ain't here right now because she would have loved that remark. Vicky, no brownies. She thinks that my brownies are fixed. She really does. Anyway, Carol says, I'm so thankful for getting closer to 1,000 subs. Girl, thanks to this community and getting more consistent on producing content. 690 subs. Rocket Red Countdown Liftoff. Yes, she's winning. And you know what? It's just going to get better. It's just going to get better. So, whenever you get to the 600 mark, for some reason, things just kind of take off from there. But yeah, stay consistent. That's all I can say. And you have been really doing well. I've noticed that you've been putting out vlogs on a regular basis. And I think that's most of it right there. If as long as you're uploading and, YouTube will reward you guys for almost anything you upload. And this is kind of goofy, but I've noticed, I've been looking at other channels out there that are not in the cruising community. People are uploading some of the craziest stuff, y'all. Crazy stuff. Yeah, this morning I saw an upload where a guy was doing a translation for Bad Bunny. And it was getting thousands of likes because most of the people have no idea what he said, even though the Spanish in there was not that complicated. Nunca means never, okay? He was talking about TT, which is his own. I could do the whole translation for y'all, but that's another story. I probably need to do that just for a vlog. But anyway, so you can upload almost anything, and YouTube will reward you by showing it. It may bomb. Look, if it's bad, it's going to go, okay. You'll know. You will know. If it's good, and you never know what's going to be good. When I post a short, I never know which one's going to take off. To this day, one of my biggest videos, short videos, is the balloon drop. Did you hear me, Bill? The balloon drop on Royal at 12 o'clock midnight. I have got a video short out there that's thousands of people. And I looked to see who the audience was. You guessed it. It was kids. They love that balloon drop. And it's just funny. I imagine some little kid doing, okay, hit it again, hit it again. So you never know what's going to take off. It's really crazy. But you only need like one viral video to really set you going. I found that out the hard way too. One of my a lot of people who are here know this, but one of my videos really took off tens of thousands of views and subs. And the next thing you know, I went to 2,000 subs, and I didn't even notice I went to 2,000 subs. One day I clicked in and I was like, what the heck? So there you go. Shorts do have a tendency to bring in subs. Okay, just in case you're wondering, that is one way to get subs. If a good video gets out there, they put it right in the shorts feed, and next thing you know, everybody is subbing to you. And you would think those subs would go away. Mine are still there. I don't know. It seems like maybe they're waiting for more subs. I do shorts. I said do. But anyway. And guess what? None of them, well, Lori is here, but Danny is not here to make fun of my laugh, because whenever I say that, I start laughing. Yeah. As I was saying, one of the ways to win with subs is, well, there's two really big ways that help me. One of the ways was to go out and meet other communities, because people will connect with you. And it's really good when you go out in the cruising community, because you're going to meet new people that have the same thing, same interests as you, and they're going to want to connect to you, and they're going to watch your stuff. So that's kind of cool. But you'll also meet other content creators and supporters too, who are just looking for somebody to tell them something more interesting than the other stuff that's out there on YouTube. And we got the interesting stuff. So, a lot of people just want to see cruising and stuff like that. So that's one way. The other way is, like I said, a lot of people don't realize this, but shorts go straight into the short feed. And that means you're getting promoted like gangbusters. If your short is 15 seconds or less, it will probably do well. And if you put in the right hashtags, it will take off. The hashtags are everything on a short. And I do mean that. And, not something specific. It usually is something very vague, like hashtag travel. Hashtag cruise. Those are the things that will put you right in the hashtag for stuff that people look at every day. And those particular shorts, those do well. So remember that it only has to be 15 seconds, and it doesn't have to be some exciting thing that happened. It could be anything as beautiful as beautiful water, or a really cool song that they'll keep playing because it sounds so familiar to them. So you could put something in there that is very basic, something like, let me think of something basic, something like you saw a butterfly or something like that. But if you put it to the right music, people will keep playing it over and over again. Music is one of the things that really seems to pipe up shorts. People like familiar songs. They like to keep hearing that song. And 15 seconds of a song will make them watch it in a loop. And whenever I see those words, I'm winning. When I see the words, congratulations, your short has been watched on a loop, meaning people are watching it over and over again. Now, it may only count for 2 views per person, but it doesn't matter. That just means that it's contagious, and contagious is awesome. Yeah, contagious is awesome on YouTube. Once you get something that is contagious, yeah, you're winning. Twisted Nerve says, nah, just stuck to sativa strains for the daytime. Just stick to sativa strains for the daytime, and then a little smiley face. Dude. Okay. Rubber neck. Hi, Foodie. Hi, Willie. Welcome in, my friend. Rubber neck. Okay, more to see. Says, I love it when my hubby helps me out. I know, helps me too. I know. I was just thrown completely off because, I thought maybe I was messing my own head. I was like, did I take these out? And I don't remember taking them out. That's what the first thought that came to me. Then the second thought made me smile, was just, he got up this morning and he was feeling energetic. And he said, well, let me just empty out all these dishes for my wife and make her day. And it did. Thank you, hubby. It's the little things, y'all. It's the little things. Which reminds me to say, Saturday is Valentine's Day. Okay. If you have a sweetheart, whoever your sweetheart may be, little gestures are they go so far, you know. Maybe that's what he's working up to. Maybe it's Valentine's Day week and he's just trying to be a sweetie pie. You know, I don't know, but still, I appreciate it. You just little gestures, something silly. If you buy your wife or husband something that they like their favorite candy or maybe their favorite chips, or maybe you drop them a little something in your text, just to remind them that you appreciate them. They'll probably think you're crazy, but those are the gestures that really work for Valentine's Day. I remember I worked in an office with a bunch of programmers and guys, and they did not know what to do for Valentine's Day. It was funny. One of them said, "Should I just take her out to dinner?" I said, "Why don't you make her dinner? That would probably be more impressive." And he was like, "I could do that." Yeah. So, not having to be in the crowds is a great way to make something really personal, some candles, a little bit of wine, just make it sexy. I'm just saying. Rubberneck. I like Johnny Rockets. Yeah. It's the ambience there, like stepping back into time, sort of. I know, right? You can appreciate it. If you're over 50, you can appreciate Johnny Rockets. Yeah, Morticia says, I love Johnny Rockets. I really do. And on the Oasis class on Royal, you get free breakfast at Johnny Rockets in the morning. A lot of people don't know that. Rubbernecker, is there one near you? There's Johnny Rockets all over the place. There's one in Nashville, which is not really that close to me, actually. But there's one there that we go at the Opry Mills Mall. We go there to that one when we're there. Rubbernecker, me too. I'm 5 foot under 100 pounds. Wow. Okay. So we're very similar. I'm not under 100 pounds, too. Not even close. Not even close. Hey, vacation. I like it. Hey, welcome in. Welcome into Foodie Time. If you are a content creator, be sure and type #grow so Nightbot can show us your link and we can go to your channel and check you out. Welcome in. Wait, it's way after 11, y'all. I'm just talking away. Didn't even notice the time. You guys are just listening. You guys are awesome. Welcome in vacation. Travel with Josiane comes on at 12 o'clock today. I don't think Ryan is going to be showing his fish tank live because he is out in the waters of Grand Cayman, I think, today. Good for him. He is winning. Winning Wednesday, y'all. Not close to me, Charlie Rose. Maybe at least at Great Lakes Crossing, but that's a drive for me. Hey, any Johnny Rockets in the area, I'm going to go. Amy says, Vicky, I should have tried for Prime all in one go to get an instant cruise certificate and the annual free cruise, but I wasn't educated enough when I started gambling to realize I have 323 points. A lot of people don't know that on Royal, each cruise, you accumulate a certain amount of points toward an instant certificate, but you won't see those points in the next cruise because they're considered tier points after that cruise, meaning they're going toward the big Prime tier level, which will get you a free cruise and free drinks and all that. Ask Mr. Bill. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of cool. Speaking of Mr. Bill, did you call Virgin and find out what's going on with your points? Because, they should give you something for all those points. There's Willie dancing because it's the after party and nobody has said after party. Kiki, part of the Foodie Squad, welcome in. Kiki, I'm going to play the after party because we are way after the after party. And for those of you who are new in here, after 5 o'clock, we call Foodie Time the after party because it's supposed to end at 11 o'clock, but a lot of the time I'm just still talking, y'all. Thank you, Reese Travels. Team Reese Travels is Kiki, and Kiki's part of the Foodie Squad. And thank you. She said she's driving and listening. Thank you for coming in, my friend. I was recently on Scarlet Lady with Kiki, got a chance to meet her and Ray. What an awesome couple, you guys. And be sure and check out her vlog. She's doing an awesome job of showing our trip. I'm loving every minute of it, Kiki, because I haven't released one yet. I'm working on it. I'm going to try and release one by Monday. Cross your fingers. We'll see how it goes. Amy says 10 days to resilient lady. Girl, now this girl right here, she win it. She did a casino match and got a free cruise on Virgin Voyages on the Resilient Lady. That's awesome, right? More C says, I cannot function in the AM without my coffee. Girl, things don't get done. That's all I can say. But I totally get it, and you're not the only one. I remember when I was in the military, I couldn't figure out why everybody else was awake. Y'all, it took me a minute to realize that everybody in the hospital, because when I was in the military, I was working in the hospital and everybody else was awake. The doctors were awake. I was the only one who was always sleeping. And I didn't realize at the time that everybody was drinking coffee. I was not a coffee drinker yet. So I was so asleep, y'all. And then when I finally figured it out, I was like, oh man, this is like a miracle. When I had my first cup of coffee, I was getting stuff done. I was running around. Even my commanding officer noticed, because I was working as like radar to one of the commanding officers at one point. Colonel Kleinsmith was his name, and he was the commander of the hospital. And his secretary retired. So, what they did, they grabbed somebody out of our pool, which happened to be me. I think I was the only girl, by the way, in our particular pool. He grabbed me up, and next thing I know, I was radar for Colonel Kleinsmith, who was very particular about stuff. And I'm glad I learned to drink coffee before I met him. Have a great day, all. Gotta drive. Okay, sweetie, be careful. Yeah, that brings back some great memories of running up and down the hospital floors, y'all. Anyway, for the Colonel. Okay, Amy says, oh yeah, my would have to be an ungrouped cruise with a meetup or two. Okay, ungrouped cruise. Okay, well, just remind me of that so I can put it in there when we do it. Mickey's Adventure says, it can be stressful planning a group, but my biggest family group cruise was 103 people. Girl, I did plan a group. Oh, I have done groups for my school. Okay, for my high school, and those were crazy groups. I mean, they weren't 103 people, but they were up there. I mean, they were not in the 3 digits, but oh my gosh, it was stressful, but well worth it. Yeah, family groups are stressful, mainly because you're related to everybody. I think that just makes it even worse. Everybody feels comfortable complaining to you. At least with strangers, they're less likely to come to you about stuff. Winston says, more doobies. Yes, please. Yeah. Speaking of, Willie, my favorite Doobie Brothers song is Love the One You're With, which is also one of my favorite Ozzy Brothers songs because they did the cover of that. So, you can play both of them today. I would be happy. Love the One You're With. I tell you. More to see says, awesome, Carol, with reaching 690. You'll hit your 1,000 goal before you know it. You got this. She really does. She's awesome. Carol, we know you got this. Mickey's Adventures, Carol says, that is huge. I have one I'm planning now for 25 people. It's been work but fun. I'll have to work my way up. Did you book everybody yourself? Good question. Uh-oh, look. Someone new. Hi. Daily Sis with Jazzy. Oh, this ain't someone new. This is Jazzy. But welcome back. Welcome back, sweetie. Type hashtag grow so people can see your link and go to your channel and check you out. Yeah, we have a system here called the FedEx package system where we will drop a package at your door. hit the link. Hit the like button, comment, and watch a video so that that particular connection and package stays there and nothing is stolen by YT. Just saying. You know what I'm talking about. Daily Sips with Jazzy says, I did an Alaska cruise. It was awesome. Wow. Okay. Sounds great. I have not been on Alaska cruise yet. This would be my first one. So I'm pretty excited about it. More to see says Daily Sips, us too. Loved Alaska. So beautiful. So you didn't mind that it was cold. I'm just wondering. That's the thing that I'm worried about. Am I going to be totally frozen? More to see. Yes, it was. Am I going to be really cold? Because I see that happening. All content is good content on YT. All of it is different. I'll say that. All of it is different. More to see. Do it, Vicky. LOL. Playing the after party. I love it. Okay. I wish I could find that one video. Gerald says, we are at 2:30. Small but hopeful. We post every Saturday. I'm listening to your advice, hoping our community finds us. It can be hard, but here's the thing. I got a hint from YouTube. I was doing a live and they took a piece of the live and made it into a short and pushed it out there. That was, by the way, Vicky, you could do this yourself. That is when I realized that they were trying to tell me something. It's like you can use a short to relate to a video. If you take a piece of your video or something around that time, maybe a clip that's, small, and you use that clip as a short, there's a part in the short that says relate this to this video. And then you can connect your long form to the short right there. For people who are like, okay, I'm curious. She just showed, the mountains in Mazatlan. I want to see the rest of it. Okay. So yeah, that's one way to get out there. That's one way that YouTube will promote you. YouTube can promote you as much as they want, but they will only promote you when they feel that you have the potential. Your video has the potential to do well. That's why so many videos just bomb, especially in the cruise area. We are so top heavy. It is very hard to get a video out there because there's so many people in this search algorithm right now. When you put in a search criteria, look and see who pulls up. And look and see if you pull up. That's another thing. You may have to change your keywords to something that pulls up. When it may take a while for it to come down to you. Now, Amy, you are winning because one time I put in something about casinos and you came up with everybody, all of the big, and that could be also because I go to your channel. I'm sure that has a little bit to do with it. But the fact that you came up through a search word, through a keyword that you search or a phrase that you search, that is a very good sign in the YouTube streets right there. It's if you can get pulled up by something people are typing in. And if you want to know what those things are, type them in. Pretend like you are a new person to cruise and you're putting in, how, a whole phrase. How do I get luggage tags on Royal? The whole phrase. See what pulls up. A lot of people don't put luggage tags in their keyword. That is a keyword that I call an accidental keyword. In other words, nobody puts luggage tags in as a keyword, but people search luggage tags. Think about it. They're trying to find out how to put a luggage tag on their Virgin bag. They're trying to find out what does a luggage tag look like on such and such. They're looking up stuff we don't even think about. So those are accidental tags. Those have really helped me on my stuff. And they pulled up a lot of my old stuff. I've got some videos that are 5 years old and they're being pulled up by what I call accidental keywords. Keywords that I didn't even realize back in the day were, not the normal keywords people put in, but they're getting pulled up by luggage tag. Things that you talked about, chapter names that you put in your video, mustard drill. Mustard drill is one of those things that is like a chapter name that you put in because that's what you were doing during the video. And YouTube, somebody came in and said, how do you do the mustard drill in Virgin? And there it goes. There goes your video. Nobody else thought to put that keyword in. So it's crazy. YouTube takes you through some changes, right? Lori says, I heard the giggle and got a big smile on my face. Did you hear what I said, though, that made me giggle? Yeah, I'm not saying it again. You guys are silly, okay? Anyway, more to say, said, so maybe we need to do more shorts then. You don't need to do more shorts. You just need to do a short that's related to your video. Something that will push people to your video. You'll see when you go to make a short, look in the bottom part where it says video related to this short. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that related, by the way. If it's a cruise video and you're relating it to another cruise, that's related. I mean, subjective. They're looking for a video about cruises. Just saying, noted, buckle up, here we come. Yes, you're winning. So maybe you're winning. You're really winning. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Just do it. Okay, don't worry. Winston, I've never had any short get looped like that. No, it's a crazy thing. It is crazy. More to see. Yes, it's the little things that make a day. It really are the little things, and that made my day. Send love poems to your sweethearts. Text for Valentine's. Yeah, it's almost 11:30. We have been talking for a minute. Send love poems to your sweethearts. Text for Valentine's. Ah, that is sweet. Speaking of text, I still don't have your mailing address. I'm supposed to be sending you something, and I don't have your mailing address. foodiesvacations@gmail.com. Send me your mailing address, Willie. Oh, Willie, I love that. Hashtag grow. Mickey says, hashtag vacation left you a package. Wow. Yeah, people are going to your channel and checking y'all out and liking what they see. That is so cool. Dancing. Yes, we are. Free coffee in the military. Yes, free coffee. And I didn't even know about it. Had no clue. Never drank coffee before that moment. Yeah. Together we travel. Will. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Hi, Will. Welcome in. Are you on a ship right now? Another person that's always cruising. Nettie, hi. Hey, and bye. I'm way late. No, you aren't, sweetie. You're just in time for the after party. Look, you're late for foodie time, but you are right on time for the after party. So there you go. Right on time for the after party. After party. Hey, Natty. Will G says, love the one you're with. It is Stephen Stills. Thank you. Stills and Nash, right? I don't know. I mixed them all up. I thought that was a Doobie Brothers song. Why did I think that was a Doobie Brothers song? Maybe it's the Isley Brother version I'm thinking about. Yeah. Anyway. Hilarious. Thank you for that, Will. Alaska is the jam 3 times. You love Alaska, but you like cold weather. Amy says, when I went on Alaska cruise, we were overheated. They were having a heat wave. Wow. What month was that? I'm just curious. We went to Alaska in July, not cold. Yeah. We're supposed to be going in June. I think it's June. I don't know. Yeah, it's June. It's my anniversary. Yeah, that's when it is. Team Reese is going to have to tell you. But anyway, but I think we're going to Alaska. I'm hoping that Jorge decides he's going to do this because that would be so much fun. Hi, Nettie. Willie's saying hi to you because he fussed at her for not saying hi to him when she was in his chat. Willie, how you doing? So there you go. They are speaking. Hits the highlights button often to create easy shorts. Hit the highlights button often to create easy shorts. Okay. Yeah, those are from the live, right? Those are from lives. I think they are. I'm in StreamYard, so nothing is normal here. Carol says, yes, I booked everyone. Even though I was working with an agent, everyone went through me. I even booked the hotel, transportation, the airport, and cruise port and wake-up call. You go. Mickey's, you are the bomb. I'm good, Nettie. How are you doing? How's your day going? She obviously is having a busy day. She got here in her mind late. YouTube gotta have old people rules. What you are saying is too much. I am out there on and growing slowly. It's like waiting for paint to dry or watching a 0-0 football game. 0-0 baseball is exciting. Exciting, you say? Oh my goodness. Hashtag I'm not saying it. Yeah, y'all think you're slick. So far, so good, Nettie. Can't listen to you during the day. I'll try to catch you later. Who's your lead singer today? Talking to Willie. Who are we listening to today? Foodie says she wants more doobies, Nettie. I did say that, Nettie. I said more doobies. And then I was going to say more doobies when I was in his show. And I was like, no, let's not do that. I can't say that in his show. So funny because I knew what he was going to say and what he was going to do when I said it, and he was going to do it right while he was sitting there in front of me. So there you go. Carol, I went to Alaska in June. It was not cold. Okay, it was not cold. Don't go to Alaska thinking you're going to be cold. Go to Alaska thinking you're going to see beautiful sights. Cold is relative. I'm cold right now and I'm in my house and there's a heater in my office. So let's just say I know I am cold. Check your notes, Vicky. Uh-oh. So he's about to tell me you're not paying attention. I had an Alaska booked right before the vid, and my dad was booked to go with me on his first cruise. The vid canceled that out. Dad and mom are going on their first cruise with me in April. The vid. Okay, why am that not clicking with me? You're welcome, Willie. Well, thank you for that. I mean, it's always good to get notes while you're saying things incorrectly. Sorry, y'all are driving, catching up now. RAS. Okay, Alaska is June 10th to the 17th. June 10th to the 17th. I know I've written this down at least 20 times, girl. 10 to the 17th. As usual, lost my pen. 10 to the 17th. Y'all, so probably June 10th to the 17th. Just saying. Nettie. Good for them, Carol. Hopefully they'll enjoy. Yes, that sounds like a really good time right there. The vid, before the vid, booked right before the VID. Yeah, I'm drawing nothing because my brain is not trying to calculate or compute as it goes. But anyway, it's 11:30, y'all. We're out of here. Yeah, we are so out of here because we are late. Don't forget that Josie Ann is coming on at 12 p.m. Travels with Josie Ann. So if you have not connected with Josie Ann, you have a chance to do that. Josie Ann is probably typing hashtag grow in the channel. Hint, hint. I mean, in the chat. Anyway, I think she's typing hashtag grow. Have a great day, y'all. Be sure and check out Josie Ann today. We're helping Josie Ann, who is winning. Josiane is trying to get her watch time hours, I'm sure. And it would be really nice if we showed up and supported her today at 12 o'clock. Team Marie says, the vapors, CID. Oh, no, I didn't know that. No. I call it the C19. Yeah, I do call it the C19. What else do we call it? We call it the DIM. What was the other thing? Yeah, come on, Vicky, LOL. YouTube doesn't like the real world. It's true. The vid. Okay, I never heard that. And I can't believe that. Y'all know I'm out in these YouTube streets. I probably heard it and didn't know what I was hearing, because that happens a lot too. My kids think it's funny that they can talk in all kinds of urban slang around me, and I have no idea what they're talking about. I understand them less now than I did when they were little kids. Just saying. But anyway, you guys have fun in the YouTube streets. Go check out Josiane and show your support. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Thrifty Thursday. We're going to talk about what we normally talk about on Thrifty Thursday. And that's how to save money. By the way, Willie, pajamas. Yeah. Thank you for that, dear. I owe you one. I really do. Yeah, that was a really good Thrifty Thursday discussion. I like it. I like it. And you were right. So anyway, y'all have a good day. Thank you for coming in, and congratulations to all the new members. Be sure to check out the member stuff back there. I can't remember what all is going on, but we do have one really funny live that I wonder if it shows up under the membership, where the membership, and I'll have to do that. Another membership live would be so much fun. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see, not this Thursday, maybe next Thursday. Or maybe we'll do it another day. Maybe we'll do it Friday. We can do a membership live someday at 5 p.m. where everybody comes in and you can talk on the panel to each other. It's so much fun. We always have a good time. But I want to give all the members a chance to know that it's coming up. So I really don't want to do it tomorrow, because that would be too soon. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, but thank you guys for coming in today. And thank you for typing hashtag grow. Yes. Okay. See you guys at Josiane's. I will talk with you later. Thank you for all those emojis, my friend.